Joining us now is Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go. Joining us as one of our first charities affiliated with Share Detroit during this holiday season as we approach Giving Tuesday to talk to us a little bit about her charity, Kids on the Go. Katie, thanks for being with us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate having you on. So Kids on the Go works primarily with children with special needs. Tell us a little bit about your organization and the work that it does with these children with special needs and their families.
Sure. We were founded in 1999 by Christy Shana. At the time, Christy Shana was a speech therapist at a local hospital system here in Southeast Michigan. And in working with children with special needs, she saw a decline in the therapy that she had worked with them during the school year, and she saw a decline over the summer. Neurotypical children typically take, a few weeks back in September, once they get back to school, to reboot and recall, everything that they learned from the previous school year. Children with special needs across the board typically take about until December. So that decline that happens over the summer months, and losing that precious time of all the skills that they, that they acquired from the previous year was something that Christy noticed, and she wanted to do something about it. The problem was that therapy services for those children was just really cost prohibitive for most families. At that time in 1999, I think it was about $80-ish for a 15-minute therapy session, which again, you'd need a few times a week. So once again, cost prohibitive for most families. So Christy worked with a local health system and got some donations to fund therapy services for those children over the summer. And that was how Kids on the Go camp came about.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager of Kids on the Go camp, joining us on the MegaCast. And so can you tell us a little bit about how the pandemic impacted the programs that you provide? Being that Kids on the Go camp does have a number of different activities that are pretty interactive, the pandemic had to have had a significant impact on that. What was that impact, and how did you ultimately, as an organization, continue to provide your services during the pandemic?
Sure. Rewinding back to March of 2020, I recall, hours after, we realized the impact and how it was going to look, getting on the phone with Christy and trying to figure out how we were going to still make this work and serve as a beacon for families who were just really lost. At that point, the school-sponsored programs for their children were closed, and it was slow to pick up on how everyone could do it, via Zoom or, remotely. So we just, turned to our donors, our very generous donors, and told them about our needs and our commitment to these children and their families to continue to provide services as it appeared some dark days were ahead of us. That spring in 2020, we had virtual programs that ran 5 days a week. They were art programs. They were social sessions for some of our teams, just to give them a chance to check in. That structure for children with special needs is very important. So we were very happy that spring of 2020, we were able to help provide some structure to the children and their families during the day, during the week, whatever it was, and kind of give them a chance to get to the outside world. Looking ahead then for the following summer, we had several of our programs were outdoors, so we were able to mask up and have children be outdoors for some of the sports programs. We did have remote classes as well for our therapy where children worked with their parents at home but had a therapist that they worked with via Zoom. That went well. And then this year following, last summer, we were able, I think everyone got a little bit more comfortable with the precautions that needed to be in place for safe in-person sessions. So over the past year, we have met in person for the majority of our programs, while still, again, taking that precaution and the children's safety, is the greatest importance for us. So there's certainly been adjustments to our programs, but we've been able to continue to ride out and be a source for families and children with special needs, as we have been for the past almost 24 years.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go Camp, joining us on the MegaCast. You can learn more information about the charity by going to their website at kidsonthegocamp.com or by looking at their information on Share Detroit's website as well. And so the pandemic took a significant toll on a number of charities and nonprofits in a variety of different ways, mostly financial, sometimes in terms of their volunteer opportunities or their volunteer base, and certainly in the case of many of their programs that previously were constantly running or were annual programs. In terms of Kids on the Go Camp, how did the pandemic affect what your needs are now because of the experiences of the past 20 months or so?
I think that we just really became aware what an important resource we are to the communities that we serve. When the reality of COVID started to hit many, families, they turned to us and said, how can you help us? How can you help give our children structure? How can you keep them going with the important, therapy that they've received in school? Certainly, the other component is that our services are all free. So families who were hit, positions eliminated or, affected financially by the pandemic, I think that they really realized the value, no pun intended, of Kids on the Go, in that the programs, as long as they have a prescription from their doctor, the children were awarded scholarships courtesy of our very, very generous donors. So I think that really added to the importance of Kids on the Go and the services that we offer to the community.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go, a charity joining us in partnership with Share Detroit, where we'll be joined by one of their 231 currently sponsored charities, each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:20, leading up to Giving Tuesday and just beyond Giving Tuesday, now through November 30th. You'll be able to see those interviews Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays here on the MegaCast at 10:20. And so, Katie, right now at this moment in time, especially as we're approaching the holiday season and the giving season of the year, the most common giving season of the year, what are some of the key needs for your organization right now in terms of item donations or in terms of financial or volunteer donations as well?
I think financially, we are very much looking forward to continuing to build our programs. Looking ahead into 2022, we really turn to the needs and let the families and the children kind of speak and determine what their interests are, and that helps determine our programs. But we're not able to do that without funds. So this year, we're excited as we look at the year-end initiative. We're really going to be showcasing our STEAM programs. That is the theme of our Giving Tuesday appeal this year. Again, showcasing the science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics programs that we offer through Kids on the Go through after-school programs throughout the school year. And then obviously, majority of our programs do run through the summer months. So for the year-end appeal, that's our biggest need right now, is ensuring that we gain those reach those financial goals to be able to continue our programs through next year. As far as volunteers, we do have a number of volunteer opportunities, primarily during the summer months for high school or college students who want to get involved. We use the most volunteers probably within our sports programs, our fun and fitness that need a lot of extra hands, and we always appreciate that.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go Camp, joining us today on the MegaCast. You can learn more information about this organization, and including ways that you can donate and participate in some of their upcoming benefits and events, by going to their website at kidsonthegocamp.com. Again, that is kidsonthegocamp.com. And so, Katie, I mentioned you have some different events and benefits that are coming up. Give us a little preview about some of those different events, what people can expect from them, and how they can participate as well.
Sure. Well, again, our initiative that kicks off on Giving Tuesday, that will be also included on our Share Detroit page, is our Giving Tuesday Full Steam Ahead theme. So we're very excited about that. That's, more of a virtual and a fundraising initiative. But then next year we have our annual golf outing, and it is next May at Cherry Creek Golf Club. You can get more information for that on our website. And then we're very excited. We're less than a year out officially from our gala, which is going to be at the Soundboard at Motor City Casino next year on Saturday, November 5th. Again, more information will be on our website for that event, but it's a disco theme. We have the band book. We're really excited to get back in person for that event next year. That's an event the gala we typically do every other year. So there's a lot of anticipation built around that. It's a fun event, a fun evening, an auction that starts online, that even those people who don't participate in the event next year will be able to still register for the auction. So we're going to be gearing up towards that over the next 12 months.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go camp, a Share Detroit sponsored charity, one of 231 that they are currently sponsoring and advertising on their website as we approach Giving Tuesday. Again, we'll be joined by a different charity supported by Share Detroit every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on our show at 10:20 now through the end of the month of November. So you can learn more about many of the great charities and nonprofits in our local area and across the entire state of Michigan that are doing really great work supporting a lot of people and a lot of excellent programs all throughout the state of Michigan. And so, Katie, on your side of things, we've talked with Share Detroit. We talked with Jeanette Phillips earlier on in the week. We talked to them multiple times. We know what they do and how they help to direct people to these charities. From your side of things at Kids on the Go camp, why is it important for an organization like yours to be involved with a collective like that, to be able to get the word out there about Kids on the Go camp and all the great work that you're doing, and give an opportunity for people to both volunteer but also support the organization in other ways also?
I think there's a great deal of prestige to be involved, a part of the Share Detroit platform. With us, it was really a no-brainer in terms of wanting to be listed among nonprofits, and share the good news, that the good work that we're doing and the opportunities that we have to, to give to our organization, to volunteer, to support our wish list, whatever it may be. Nowadays, I don't think you can do quite enough promotion. There's always an opportunity with nonprofits to be able to reach new audiences. And it was our goal, one of our goals, by being a part of the Share Detroit family, that we would have the chance to be able to share our work and our mission with people who we might otherwise not reach.
We're joined by Katie Shubnell. She is the development manager at Kids on the Go camp. Learn more about them, and as well as how you can join them at many of their upcoming events and benefits by going to their website at kidsonthegocamp.com. Again, that is kidsonthegocamp.com. Katie, just another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye today. Anything else that our audience should know about Kids on the Go camp at this time, or anything else that's coming up in the future that people should be keeping an eye out from your charity?
We're very excited to be able to work with families throughout all three counties, Wayne, Macomb, and Oakland, here in Michigan. We, again, as I said earlier, we take note from our families. We take cues from the children in terms of what programs we might be offering that they want to see. This past summer, we offered a bucket drumming class that was a real hit for the children and teens who participated in that. We have a Picky Eaters class that's sponsored by the Children's Foundation of Michigan that we're very grateful for. Again, taking a look at the needs of children with special needs are more likely to be picky eaters. Again, that was brought to our attention by our families. So, we're excited to be able to continue that relationship with the parents and learn from them as far as what their needs are. So we encourage those to get involved and to share things that they'd like to see through Kids on the Go camp. We have a wonderful team of therapists and great resources, again, brought to you by our donors that we're able to provide what we can free of charge.
Well, Katie, we appreciate it. Thanks for joining us and telling us more about your nonprofit.
Great. Thank you again for having me.